In today's class, we will discuss about velocity diagram of a theoretical steam engine. Just I will read. In a theoretical steam engine, crank length is given 0.5 meters and the angular speed of the crank is 180 rpm clockwise. Connecting rod length is 2 meters. When crank has turned 45 degrees from inner dead center position, at this position find velocity of the piston, okay, and then angular velocity of the connecting rod. The diagram has not given. Just I will do rough diagram of steam engine. In it we will mark all the dimensions, all the given data. So after that we will take scale and we will construct the steam engine diagram. First, what is the function of the steam engine? As we know, we are using the steam engines for running the train. Here we are using steam as a fuel for this engine. Okay. So here the function of the engine is reciprocation motion is converted into rotary motion. Okay. So this function is taking place inside the engine. Here just roughly we will do the diagram. As I told, inside the cylinder steam is entering. This is the cylinder and this is the piston. It is moving or sliding or reciprocating inside the cylinder. Okay, steam is entering from this input valve. It is a steam. So as I told, it is moving or reciprocating. This piston is reciprocating inside the cylinder. This piston is connected to the piston rod. This piston rod is again connected to the one slider. It is sliding in the guides, okay, fixed horizontal guides. We can call this as a cross head. Okay, whenever this piston is reciprocating, this slider will also reciprocate in the horizontal guides. Okay, here just see, this diagram is not given, we are doing the rough diagram. And here I am taking, this is a P, this pin is the Gaussian pin, this is slider, this slider is at this Gaussian pin is connected to the connecting rod. I am taking this end is B, PP is the connecting rod. Whenever it is sliding, it is oscillating up and down. Okay. And this end is connected to the one fixed point. I am taking O. OB is the crank. Always remember, this length of the crank is less than other links in the engine cylinder. Okay. So if you are doing one axis here, it is passing through this point. Okay. So this is the axis. Now this is here, this is the OB is the crank, PB is the connecting rod, and this is the crank. And here whenever steam is entering, it has expanded property, it will expand, steam will expand, and piston is going in this direction, and because of it this slider will move in this direction. Okay, so this is moving in upward direction. Because of it, this will try to move in the rotational direction. So OB crank will rotate like this during the continuous supply of the steam here. So because of reciprocation motion of the steam or reciprocation motion of the piston, this piston rod is reciprocating, and because of it this slider is moving horizontally, and this connecting rod is oscillating up and down. Because of it this crank is rotating either clockwise, or if you are taking anti-clockwise, it can move anti-clockwise. So reciprocation motion of the piston is converted into rotary motion of the crank here. This is the main function of steam engine. Here, what are the main given dimensions in this steam engine? First mark those dimensions. After that we do the diagram by using the drafter and the scale. So here remember one more thing, P is a Gaussian pin here, and here it is a crank, and whenever it is coming in this position, this is the outer dead center position. Whenever it is coming here, it is the inner dead center position. Okay, so remember these points and mark the dimensions. What are the given dimensions here? Crank length is given 0.5 meters. So OB is the crank length, it is 0.5 meters. And what speed it is moving? 180 rpm. Okay, N is equal to 180 rpm. We can write N of OB. Okay, it is 180 rpm. Next given data is connecting rod length 2 meters. What is the connecting rod? PB is the connecting rod. it is 2 meters. Okay, and then when crank has turned 45 degrees with the inner dead center position, which is the inner dead center position, this one, this is a crank. When the crank is turning 45 degrees from IDC, this is the 45 degrees. Okay, so here I will mark neatly. This is 45 degrees with the inner dead center position. At this position of the crank, what we have to find? Find velocity of the piston. Which is a piston here? This is a piston velocity we need to find. So it is nothing but slider velocity. Okay, both will move at the same velocity. So we need to find velocity of this slider. I am taking slider, name is P. VP we need to find. And then next we have to find angular velocity of the connecting rod. Which is the angular velocity of the connecting rod? PB is the connecting rod. We need to find omega PB. Velocity of piston. VP we have to find PB. Using this original data, we have to construct one diagram. It is called space diagram. So by using some scale, we can construct that diagram, because here 2 meters is given. So 2 meters we can't mark on this board. So I am taking one scale for constructing the space diagram. Okay. So scale I am considering. So I am assuming some 0.5 meters is equal to 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters we can mark by using scale. Okay. Just I am converting accordingly. So next value is 2 meters connecting rod length. Okay. So 2 meters, how much length? For less length it is also less. More length it is also more. So I am taking more by less into this 3. What is more value? 2 by 0.5 into 3. So 6 by 0.5 means 12 centimeters. The meaning is for 2 meters we have to consider 12. Let us do, we have to do not necessarily all the diagram. We will mark P value, PB value, OB we have to mark. This triangle we have to do initially. OB length is how much it is? 0.5 meters means just now we took 3 centimeters. And PB length is how much? It is 2 meters. 2 meters means 12 centimeters. This is 45. And so I am constructing the space diagram by using the drafter and protractor compass. Okay. First I fix here at 0. Okay. This mark should coincide with 0. After that, mark any point O here on this space. So from O take 45 degrees line. Just do one horizontal line here. Okay. From horizontal we need to mark 45 degrees line here. Just do the line here. So this is 3 centimeters. So from here it is 3 centimeter. Okay. So I am taking, this is a B point. So from B it is, P point is 12 centimeters. By using compass I will take 12 centimeters. Compass from B point. With pencil I can't do the line, that's why I kept marker parallel to. So from B point just do one arc here. Okay. So this arc. Now extend this line. It is touching at P point. Join B and P. Okay. P and B. Mark this is IDC. Okay. Inner dead center. And here this side is the ODC. Okay. With EDC it is making 45. Now next, after constructing this diagram, the other given data is crank is making 180 RPM. And here angular velocity I am taking small w or omega, 2 pi n OB by 60. 2 pi n OB means it is 180 here divided by 60. So we are getting 6 pi. By using calci we are getting 18.85 okay, radians per second. Our main aim is we are finding the linear velocity. So V is equal to, so linear velocity of crank VOB is equal to omega OB into given length, virginal length of the link, OB link, or virginal length of the crank. What is omega OB means? Just now we did 18.85 into what is OB length, what is the crank length, virginal length. It is 0.5 meters. So I am taking 0.5 meters here. So do we can see. After finding the linear velocity, we need to construct the velocity diagram. So why we are constructing velocity diagram means we can find the required values. Okay, so for constructing the velocity diagram, we have to take in centimeters all the lengths, but we are getting the velocity units meter per second. That's why I am taking this value is equal to some 4 centimeter. Okay, we can assume any value here. So here this is the linear OP velocity. Initially I will mark points, O point here. Okay, so O is a fixed point. About this fixed point, this crank is rotating. So fixed point means it has no velocity, zero velocity. Any one of the point I am marking here, I will mark 0. Okay, OB velocity, we know linear velocity. Always remember velocities are perpendicular to the position of the given link. The velocity of OB is perpendicular to it, like this. Okay, at the P point it is like this. Okay, similarly linear velocity of BP is perpendicular to it. Okay, perpendicular means 90 degrees. So let us do the diagram. And then slider velocity is horizontal always. Okay, we don't know, we have to find that velocity, slider velocity. Just do one horizontal line here by using the drafter, because it may be in this direction or in this direction. Okay, so this slider velocity is horizontal. Okay, and then next one is OB velocity. OB velocity is perpendicular to this link position. Always remember, velocities are perpendicular to the position of the link. Why means, if you are taking one wheel, okay, so here if you are taking the velocity here, it is in this direction, perpendicular to the link. If you are taking the velocity here, this velocity direction is perpendicular to this link. Like that, whatever velocities we are taking, those are perpendicular to the position of the link. Okay, here OB velocity is perpendicular to this link. How much OB velocity? It is 9.424 meter per second. But here we are taking scale, it is equal to 4 centimeters. So here I will keep one of the scale here. Okay, one of the scale is coinciding with the crank. The another scale will show the velocity. How much velocity it is? 4 centimeters. So from O, because from O we are taking, it is 4 centimeters. Okay. Now join O and this value. So this end point is small d. Always remember, in velocity diagrams we have to mark small letters instead of capital letters. Okay, this is OB velocity. Okay, and then here I am marking V, OB or VO we can mark. Okay, and then next velocity is after that velocity of BP. Okay, it is perpendicular to this BP link. We don't know that value, we have to find it. Okay, so fix one of the scale here, drafter scale, to this link, and another scale will show the direction of the velocity. Okay, so we know B point here. From B, do one line up to the horizontal line. So from B, with this scale, do the line here. This value is linear velocity of VBP. Here write down capital letters. Okay, this is the slider velocity, VOP. Okay, this length will give this value, this length will give this value. Now measure this length. Here we are getting the values 3.45. Okay, 3.4 and 3.5 middle, so 3.45 centimeters. This value is BP value is, this is 2.9. Okay, 2.9. So this is 2.9 centimeters. So we are getting velocities in centimeters. We need velocities in meter per second. Already we took one scale here, that is 4 centimeter is equal to 9.242 meter per second. Now for finding velocity of slider, VP or VOP, VP we will take because slider velocity. Okay, VP we have to find. How much this value? 3.45. For 4 centimeters, this value is 9.424. For 3.45 centimeter, how much this value? For more value it is also more, for less it is less. Less by more into 9.424. Okay, so here what is the less value? 3.45 divided by more value is 4 into 9.424. So by using calcium, we are getting this value is this value we are getting 8.149 means 8.15 meter per second. Okay, so velocity of slider is Vp. How much it is? It is 8.15 meter per second. So here we need to write this question in question. Slider velocity is 8.15 meter per second. Okay, and then next is omega pb. First we need to find Vpb. So Vpb means this value. It is 2.9 centimeters. Again we have to find out velocity by using the scale. Here I will write. So V for BP length, it is 2.9 centimeter. Okay. So for 4 centimeter, this value is 9.424 meter per second. For 2.9 centimeters, how much? This value. So for more value, it is also more. For less, it is also less. Less by more into this value, 24. How much this value? Less means in it 2.9 by more value means 4 into 9.424. This value by using the calci, how much we are getting? Some 6.8. Okay, 6.8 meter per second. Okay, so this is the linear velocity of VBP, meter per second. We need to find the angular velocity in the question. Finding omega pb, we have one equation which is linear velocity is equal to angular velocity into length of the virginal length of this link. Okay, as we know Vpb just now we have calculated 6.8 is equal to, we need to find this value omega pb into what is the pb length, virginal length. Pb length is, this is the pb length connecting rod, it is 2 meters. So I am taking here 2. So by using the calci, omega pb is equal to 6.8 by 2 means 3.4 radians per second. Okay, so here whatever value is coming, it is the required value. Here I will write 3.4 radians per second. Okay, so in this way we can find the required values, piston speed and then connecting rod angular speed. So here we did the rough diagram. After that we did the space diagram by taking the scale here. By using this scale, by using perpendicular lines, okay, we did the velocity diagram. We have found this length. Okay, by using this length we can find the velocities of the linear velocity of piston as well as this connecting rod velocity. Okay, by using this value we can find the angular velocity. So in this method we can do the velocity diagrams for finding the required speed of the steam engine.